Okay. I am back. It is time for episode 3 of the most racist reality TV show ever made, Black, White.
Previously on Black, White.
I was in there trying to be black, but that's not being black. I didn't know that.
Are you gay or straight? Beauty of this magnificent black creature.
What are you doing?
If you haven't seen the first 2 episodes, click up here. If you can't be bothered, the premise is pretty simple. 2 families, one white, one black, are made to live together, but they both receive studio quality makeup to become the other race. They need to live as the opposite race to experience the culture and the racism that comes along with being that race. So without further ado, let's get into episode 3. So this episode starts exactly where the last one left off. The Wurgle's mum is trying to convince the Sparks' family that her calling one of the black poetry group members a, and I quote, beautiful black creature is fine.
Saying beautiful creature was offensive to someone?
Beautiful black creature.
Did
Saying
I call her that? Did I say
yes,
beautiful black?
you did.
Okay.
Yeah, you did.
She thought it was a compliment to call a young lady a beautiful black creature.
So even Rose, the Wurgle daughter, is pissed off at her mum. And I don't blame her. That poetry class was Rose's newfound friend group. And her mum just called one of them a fucking creature. So what does the mum do? Does she A, sit down and talk to her patiently, B, apologize for the situation, or C, flip her shit? If you guessed C, you are correct.
I make nice, and I don't like that. It was not about being politically f***ing correct.
I know.
And it was not about choosing a goddamn f***ing words. I'm really upset. No, I am.
Why is she so defensive? Dude, just apologize. So now we have Rose and the Sparks' son Nick going on a photography trip. Rose isn't in her makeup, but Nick is.
Nick and I found a photography class that was actually going on an expedition to document race in LA.
And I just have to say, all of them look very convincing in their makeup. Like scarily convincing. Except Nick. Nick doesn't really sell it.
Any kind of racial stereotypes.
So now Rose and Nick are swapping. Rose will be in the makeup and Nick won't be. And I think I see some sparks flying in the air.
God damn.
How's it look?
Shit, good.
Yeah, looks good.
Yeah.
Nice. Let's go shopping.
She's hot.
I hope we get a random love subplot thrown in here. It'll take away from the Wurgle mum and dad being, well, racist.
Oh, hey, nigger.
And before you ask, I know the Wurgle's mum and dad's first names. I have just chosen not to acknowledge them by that, because I don't like them very much.
And welcome to the Iran Z Pan-African Black Facts and Wax Museum.
Do you know who that is?
Was that one of the Jacksons?
One of the Jacksons?
I think I suffer from whiteness.
I remember.
No shit. One thing that really pisses me off is how whenever the Wurgle mum is talking about black people, she always over-enunciates the word black.
Of what it is to be black.
Black. So Nick and Rose get home from their little shopping trip and Nick's parents find out that he bought a $150 watch. And obviously, being a family that doesn't come from a crazy amount of money, his parents have a few issues with this.
What?
You already have a watch. Why'd you buy another one?
I want it.
Oh, you wanted it.
So his mum kinda loses his shit at him.
$150?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's going back.
Where the damn receipt? Oh, you have lost your damn
I'm thinking that's
mind.
about 20.
Okay, you spent $150 for what?
A watch.
What kind of job do you have, Negro?
And Bruno listens to the whole thing.
It's a good message.
And then Bruno says this.
Okay, first off, this is what
Yeah, a good, solid parental message via the black voice.
What? Oh my gosh. What a strange thing to say. Now, if you've been keeping up with the series, you'd know that Bruno, the Wurgle dad, the white dad, doesn't think that racism exists. And he is so fucking stubborn about it. So they put their makeup on to become the opposite race and they go to a cowboy bar. And you can tell that where they're going is a little bit questionable. And sure enough, they're not really welcomed.
We were the only black people there. Hi. How are you?
Sure, they get let in, but they're being stared at constantly.
Wanted or regarded well in this community, and it did not feel good.
And even the Wurgle mum knows that she is not welcome there. But Bruno is too stubborn.
Behind these eyeballs, my brain was working. I was sitting there playing pool with white people, talking to white people, and I was black. Nobody cared.
He must be blind because he thinks everything is a-okay, pitch perfect, peachy, tip-top, good, I don't know. Whatever. So after this experience, the Wurgle mum is really starting to change her stance, which is genuinely super shocking. Like, she's really changing. I'm shocked. Is this show working?
How would that be to have to even hesitate or think when I go to say hi to somebody that they might look away or might have to be strained because of... That would be sad.
Bruno, on the other hand, still believes that racism doesn't exist. In fact, he thinks the only racism to exist is black against white. And you know why? Because in high school, he wasn't picked for the basketball team.
Yes, as a matter of fact, in my senior year in high school, I was the best player on the team, and 4 black players decided that I shouldn't get the ball anymore.
No, I'm not kidding. This 40-something-year-old man is still salty that he didn't get picked for the basketball team. So Bruno and the Wurgle mum, I forgot her name again, are going out as a mixed race couple. I'm not really sure I can call it that. Bruno will be in his makeup and the mum won't be.
What's next?
Yeah.
So they go out with a new friend that the mum has recently made and they go into a primarily black neighborhood.
If there's anything I can tell you about this community, girl, I know the politics. I am so
We
nervous.
both appreciated getting a window into what she lives with on a day-to-day basis.
And the mum is not welcome at all.
They were angry about something.
I got more and more conscious of the fact that this isn't my neighborhood.
Is the negative vibe because of the... Is it because I'm white? I don't know what you're talking about.
So Bruno is pissed off about how this is racism towards the mum. And I kinda get it, but at the same time, I don't really think it's racism. I think a random white woman walking into a primarily black neighborhood surrounded by this crew of cameras is a little bit threatening.
Looks at me, I definitely did not feel wanted in that space.
And what's crazy is the mum, the one who was racist at the start of the show, hasn't come to any conclusions at all. She actually wants to get to the bottom of it and understand why the community is acting this way towards her. And she wants to learn what she can do to alleviate their concerns.
It really kind of breaks my heart that I'm not able to hang out here in Lemert Park and get to know these people.
Which is such a contrast from the first episode. So you know what? Hats off to her. I will now start calling her by her name. Carmen. And obviously, Bruno doesn't want to hear a word of it.
Girl, they literally throwing him out.
Could you not feel it? It's thick.
No, I felt that. I am asking, please, without being condescending.
God
when you
damn.
went over there, did they talk to you in a rude way?
This is what happens when you don't get accepted onto your high school basketball team, people. You become a racist! This is weird. When I first started watching this show, I only started watching it as the shock value and the funniness of it. But the more I watch it, I realize that it's kind of a good experiment. It really shows humanity and culture and how 2 races can be complete polar opposites but not understand each other's point of view. I'm kind of impressed. So that's the end of episode 3. Let me know if you want me to do episode 4. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Like, share, comment, subscribe.